AI is going to change so many things in the world. Somebody asked me the other day, like, oh, is AI going to replace real estate agents? I saw this video and it's really true. When they said AI is going to replace real estate agents, and then I went to Walmart and I was in line at the checkout for Walmart and I saw people couldn't figure out how to scan their vegetables. And I knew we were going to be okay. I knew real estate was safe because even if the technology is available, there's going to be enough people that just aren't going to adopt. But AI is an invaluable tool for you to use to do research, to get questions answered, to do analysis. It is a prepaid assistant. If you are not using it, I would encourage you to download your, whatever app you want to use. I'm a Grok fan. I use Grok constantly. There's certainly ChatGPT, there's Claude, there's a whole bunch of different products out there that can help you get information. But the information is available today to help you make decisions, and it is pretty amazing. Do I think it's going to replace real estate agents? I don't, because there's just too many moving parts at this point. Will it accentuate real estate agents? Will it provide support for them? Will it make the process easier or smoother? And certainly, will it replace really, really bad order taker real estate agents? Yes. However, real estate is still a negotiation. There's still a lot of steps to get through. There's still a lot of documentation. Those are things that will have a hard time getting completely replaced by AI. But it also requires adoption. People using, as I pose questions to people, I'm learning that there's still a lot of people not using anything related to AI, which is pretty remarkable to me. Today's real estate market for home sellers is a price war and a beauty contest at the same time. We have more inventory. Our prices are not rising in most neighborhoods. It's very competitive. You need to be one of the best priced, best conditioned homes in the neighborhood if you're going to be the next one that sells. And you have to stop looking at sold comps, because what happened and what sold already isn't relevant anymore. It's gone. You have to pay more attention to your competition that's active on the market, and that's what you need to beat. We're not in a market where prices are rising like they were a few years ago. If you look at a home that sold 6 months ago and say, hey, that's where I want to get to, it's flawed logic. That doesn't work in a declining market. If you price backwards, you're going to be chasing the market. So we rolled out something because what we run into a lot is sellers that don't want to accept what's going on in the market. They just don't want to agree with the price. And that's a struggle because it's the market that sets the price, not us. We know if a seller doesn't price their home from the beginning, which is the most important marketing tactic that you have. It's not the pictures, it's not the video, it's not the agent you hire, it's not the copy. No one reads the copy today anyway. I mean, realistically, the amount of eye impressions and time people spend on the copy of the listing is negligible compared to the photos and videos they look at. People are so focused on the facts of real estate and putting all the facts in there. Look, home buyers don't buy facts. They buy emotion. They fall in love. Just like when you married your partner or when you went on your first date with your partner, you fell in love with them, not from their resume. The facts that you put in there, the property descriptions and the details, those are things that you can subsequently ask or learn about once you fall in love. But that's not what people are buying. People aren't buying facts, okay? So don't think that the copy that you put in the listing is going to have some massive impact. Unless there's some sort of special promotion, most of the things that are in that copy can get uncovered by the photos, and that's where people are going to find it. For us, obviously, like I mentioned before, we do a free 1.0 buy down with homes in certain price ranges with our partnership with Citywide Home Mortgage, and that obviously is something that we have to put in the text. But your marketing is photos, the videos, but the number one thing, the best marketing tool you have for your home is the price. If your price is wrong, it ain't going to sell. If you overprice it from the beginning, the likelihood of it selling drops 5x, literally, because what you're going to do is overprice it. So you're overpriced from the jump. Well, prices aren't rising. In fact, they're doing the opposite. So by the time that you lower the price is lower than it was at the price you should have been at the beginning. And so all you do is this domino effect where you keep chasing the market. That's what so many sellers do when they overprice their house. It just doesn't work. Our agents are going to be honest with you and tell you that. In fact, we actually have a form that we go over with our clients when we're still going to list the house, but the client is insistent on a higher price, even though the market doesn't support it. We have a form that we present that we have the seller sign that says, here was the price that we told you, and here's the price that you're going with. What happens otherwise is 3 months down the line, that seller's calling and screaming, why hasn't their home sold? You signed up on the listing agreement with this price. You agreed to price the home at $500, even though it should have been $450. Here's the form. Mr. Seller, if you recall in our appointment, here's the form for you that you signed. I recommended this price. Now the problem is the seller in some instances will say, okay, well, let's lower it to that price. Too late. They missed it. You missed it. The price is lower now because that was the price it should have been 2 or 3 months ago. So sellers, price your home right. The maximum price in today's market, in any market, is obtained by creating a seller's market. Guess what? We're not in a seller's market. How can you create a seller's market for your property? You can get people to chase it. What gets people to chase a property? A great price, a below market price. When we have sellers say today, hey, I want to get 400 for my house, I want to price it at 450. That is stupid. It's stupid because you're not going to get any offers. No one wants to negotiate. If everyone wanted to negotiate, no one would be using Amazon Prime. People want to click a button and have magic happen. They don't want to negotiate. So your $400,000 price, and that's what you want to get, and you want to start it at 450, you'd be better off pricing it at 375 and creating a bidding war and getting more than one person. Turn your house into a seller's market. You have to price aggressive today. And if you can't price aggressive today, your home's not going to sell. And you should wait. But the problem with waiting, guess what? You wait, and then 3 months from now, it's less. And 3 months after that, it's less. There's a chance prices could rise in 26 or 27, but all the money that you're going to eat until then and all the time where you're not going to be where you really want to be, is it really worth it? So many sellers today are making pricing mistakes and so many agents are signing off on it. The number one thing that will market your home is an aggressive price. The number one thing that will create a seller's market for your home is an aggressive price. And in some instances, you're better off pricing it below market to get people chasing it. In essence, creating a seller's market for your own home. Now, when the market is got lower listings and low interest rates and it's going crazy, it's a seller's market in general, and that happens on every property. A few years back, everything was a bidding war. Average list to sell price ratio was 102 or 103%. You can do the same thing for your house, but in a smaller micro market, you've got to be the one that everyone chases. And the way to do that is with an aggressive price. So if you've got a $400,000 house, instead of pricing it at 450, pricing it at 375, you have a better chance of getting 400 on that property by getting people to chase it than you do pricing it at 450, everyone clicking next and saying, no, I don't like it, it's overpriced. You're not getting any eyes and you chasing the price down. Every time you start chasing the price down, you're going to lose money because the buyers and the agents are going to see what you're doing and they're going to think, we'll just wait till they keep lowering the price.